My name is Lela French. I had a stroke on May 23rd, 2015. My granddaughter was supposed to go to Six Flags in Fort Worth, but the storms were so bad they canceled it. So we went out to eat. When I got my phone, I couldn't make my fingers work. She said, "Grandma, what's wrong?" And I said, "I don't know." I said, "I'm having a problem making this work." And that's when she immediately called her mother, my daughter, and they were in Florida. And my daughter said, "You hang up and call 911 immediately. Grandma's having a stroke." My husband said the ambulance was probably there in 5 minutes. The thing about the whole situation was they live out in the country, so even going to the restaurant moved me closer to getting help because the hospital was in town, obviously.
All these things had to be in place for her to get that care very quickly because they normally would be further from the medical facility and they weren't at that particular time. And this flurry of events had happened and that she got the opportunity to use TPA, which for her particular kind of stroke was really important for her. A lot of what we're trying to do is to make sure that when people are having something like a stroke or any really cardiac event, they can recognize it quickly so they can get intervention quickly so they can have a good outcome. And that's exactly what happened in her case.
I did so well because I got to the hospital and my husband said that they probably administered the TPA within maybe 45 minutes.
What it actually does is it goes and breaks up that clot. So wherever that is, they can put it right to the clot, breaks it up, disperses it so that there's blood flow almost immediately back to that blood vessel.
For me to be even speaking today without any aphasia is just a miracle in itself.
As soon as someone feels like there's something going on that sounds like stroke, they need to get emergency care right then. So FAST is a great acronym. F stands for face. So if you have someone smile and you look for symmetry of the face. So if one side is drooping, that tells you something's going on. A stands for arm. So if you have someone reach out with their arms, if one is kind of unequal, then that's giving you a hint something's going on neurologically. S stands for speech. If their words are right but not making sense, or if they're not able to repeat back a phrase to you, that's another thing that could be saying that there's something neurologic happening. And then T is for time. It's very important that these things are timely. This is not a situation that you call your primary care doctor and say, "I think I'm having a stroke, what should I do?" Every time they're going to say, go to the emergency room, call 911, because time is brain and time absolutely matters in this situation. The American Heart Association is a fabulous organization that does so many things in our community, and certainly things like Go Red to increase awareness and to raise funds for research is very important. It's very important to get these stories out like Lela so that other women and men can have good outcomes as well. And that, as we know, since it affects so many Americans, we know that that is really changing lives.
I became involved because of my primary care physician. She said, "You have a story to tell, and I would like for you to tell your story so that other women may be encouraged to continue with what they're having to deal with." My life today is like it was before. I'm so thankful for my family that they were there for me, and I'm very humbled by the whole experience that the Lord allowed this to happen to me, that I could be an encouragement to other people. God gave me life initially, and then last May He gave it to me again.